Hello there, welcome back to some more Children of Morta. We're going back into the caves. I said that I would play as Linda, the eldest daughter, and so I will in the Kale Depot Caves. Silk Caverns, 1 of 3. I'm guessing 3 is just the boss. It does only say 2 floors. I can deactivate them? I guess it's just all the skills in the game. Right. So, sorry. Get a cavern. Yes. I want to be Linda. Let's go. Because she's level 0, so I need to level her up too. Charms are magical objects found in the land of Morta. Each one of them has a special effect and can be activated by pressing down. They are consumed after being activated. You can only carry one charm with you before activating its effect. Okay. So I've got a bow. Immediately pretty useful if you want to avoid taking damage. A bow. But I'm much squishier. More of a DPS than a tank. And I can't dodge. I mean, I can't block, but I do get 2 dodges. Unfortunately, it does mean my aim has to be better. Ah, okay, you also can't stun block because you attack too slow. So I've got to be much more agile. More trying to run away. But yeah, I like the, so far, this is the same day I recorded the first episode, I like the permanence of, oh, you get the money, but then you can use the money to make all the future runs easier in whatever way you want. But you know me, you know the way I want. The way I want is more damage, please. For example, I'd like to be able to get to the point where I can 2-shot a skeleton and 1-shot a spider. Right now it looks like regularly 2-shotting, sometimes 3-shotting if I get a bad roll on damage. Okay. This is going to be a more methodical style of play. I like melee more. In general, in these kinds of games, or any action game with combat where you can actually, or like a twin stick shooter or whatever, which I can also do. I can use the right stick to aim if I want to. I'm pressing X. Relying on my aim with 2 sticks is going to be even worse than my aim with 1 stick. There we go. The first thing is loose an arrow skyward to fall upon Linda's enemies with explosive force and decrease the stamina Linda must consume while moving and shooting, increasing the duration she can perform. Wait, can I? Oh, I can't. Oh, I can if I do twin stick. I can shoot while moving backwards. Ah. Well, let's get your Y move first. Everyone knocks movement speed when we go. Okay. Jump. So what does this do? Ah, okay, it's like a AoE arrow. So they do expect me to use twin stick shooting then, because they put all these things in that make it better when I can move and use the stamina. But I wouldn't move and shoot normally. You use stamina just shooting. Oh no you don't, not if you're standing perfectly still. Okay, there's a potion there, I'm going to come back to it in case it might stay. It might not stay. But... Is it that you've been in the room too long? Counter. Some games have this. I don't know if this is this. Where to stop you from standing in one place for too long, they'll introduce enemies. Like in Spelunky, it's the ghost. They just keep you from being in one area for too long, so they try and kill you for your avarice. There. I need like a rapid fire move to really engage with this in a good way. Also, I'm guessing once I unlock another like level like Y move, I'll have to replace the other Y move. Like choose which one I want. That's why I keep the potions around. Give me that. Another potion. Shouldn't be getting shot by birds. Hello, mate. Oh, is it just a room for me to get killed with? To get money. I'm pretty sure it's its entire point for existing. Illustrate. Mighty Push. My primary attack is a chance to stun. How much is the chance? So obviously I had to survive, but stunning attack is very, very good. So is that instead of an item? That was a you can do the thing, but you have to unlock it room. Ah. Goddamn birds. Leave me alone. Also looks like my arrows have a tiny bit of aiming, like auto aim on them. Or maybe if the hit marker detected it was going to hit, then if they move, it hits them anyway. Maybe that's more helpful. I know I've got a skill point, but I need to wait until I can get my sacred arrow. It's not called sacred arrow. Until I can get my arrow to be more powerful. It's called explosive crescendo, which is a much more booty, exotic name. Which I like it. I like a lot. Okay. Yeah, so Linda, I'd say she's probably easier in one way, because I don't have to worry about getting close in people's faces as much, but harder in another, because you can't block. Not that I block much anyway. And you don't do as much damage. There's a stun. So it looks like it's the kind of game stun where you don't stun for long. I mean, oh wait, you don't stun often, but you do stun for a while. So if you get a stun off, you will stun them for quite some time, which is good. Alright, here we go. But I also feel like this will be... it will take longer. Like the runs as Linda will take longer than the runs as John. Just how I feel right now. No evidence for these claims. Die. Cleanse. I'm sure as you get more attack power, the ability to get combos will become easier and easier and easier. I don't know how long that potion's going to stick around, so while I have the need to get some HP, might as well do it. Right, so that's the next one, and then unlock Harmonize once, and get the next skill. I can use an LT move, then an LB move, then Y during Guardian's Rage, which is something else entirely. Yeah, here, during... Oh, because these are locked behind this. Yeah, got it. Yeah, her ultimate is just attack fast. That's kind of what I want. Her end game ability, shall we say. I was going to ask a stupid question, which is definitely not true. Maybe not true yet, but could be true later. It looks like the characters don't have EXP share, so they don't get to... I'm using that like the Pokemon term. People know what that means. In case you don't, like, EXP share in Pokemon was an item you could use, and you put it on a Pokemon, and all the Pokemon in your team would get XP share, even if they weren't in the fight. Or the Pokemon you put it on would get XP even if they weren't in the fight. It wasn't a lot, but it was, like say you had a low-level character you didn't want to use, or a low-level Pokemon you didn't want to use, you could use it on them and level them up without having to actually ever put them in a fight. So you could do that like passive upgrade, which is quite cool. So in this game, I'd be okay with, 1 in every 10 enemies you kill counted as XP towards every character in the game. With the caveat that they can't level up outside of them being made. So you could get them to like the end of level 0, but to get to level 1 you have to actually play as them. Something like that. I did see this, by the way. That, though. I seen it. Right, what we got? Money. I'm not unhappy. Yeah, with items, but you can't always get what you want. But here, her attack range is pretty long, so I'll take it.
Pilgrims, once lost in cavern mazes, are now trapped. Their poor families forever looking forward to a return that will never happen.
Oh dear. So instead of a waypoint, that's cool. So the tonic of rejuvenation means that so long as I live on a floor, I'll get full health when I come. Uh oh. I literally stopped on the perfect place. Yeah, so long as I don't die on a floor, I'll get full health when I start again. That's really good. Probably A tier. On the longer dungeons, probably even better than that. Silk Caverns 2 of 2.
The halls of Anea Daya, so mesmerizing in their magnificence, were to be found at the end of a long road. And a hero never knows what is awaiting them at the end of a road. Moving is more important than reaching.
I'm not sure, but I think if I beat the spider boss and I get to the next zone, I can start from zone 2 rather than zone 1. So that's how they kind of do like permanent progression. Although I could always return to zone 1 if I think I'm getting my ass kicked. Or if I have a new character to level. And therefore it makes no sense to do zone 2. They didn't really attack that hard. Once I get a few points of movement speed, I can just run away from them. Rather than dodge. Dodging is my natural reflex. The spider shooters Magoo shouldn't be as bad either. He's these guys are going to have to play a bit of a different game. I'm going to have to play the both back and shoot game. Yeah, so it looks like she might be better, well, at least from my very limited experience, looks like she might be better at killing elites than John is, or at least I can do it with less fear. Just because my DPS is so much higher. My sustained damage is higher against an elite. And it's safer to kill the big spiders. But the boss, if it summons 95 different enemies, is going to be still pretty tough to kill. There's probably a button for it with left stick only to lock your aim position, but I don't see what it is if there is one. You know, like Contra 3, you could force yourself to stand still and then just aim. I wonder if there's a button for that with only left stick aiming that you just lock in place, or the one where you can hold my position and then I just control my movement. My position is locking is my aim position is locked, and then I just have to worry about moving. It's not that hard to use the right stick. That's how I describe it. If I was developing the game, I'd be like, get over it. It's not that difficult. Just wondering, more options is always good. Accessibility and all that. I shot the poison thing entirely by mistake, but yeah, the light arrow thing, I don't get to decide where that goes. It goes where it thinks the most enemies are. This should be a nice haul of gold. Got it right most of the time so far. It's not always put it where I want to put it. Usually, I would want it to go right in front of me. Like, to the place where I feel like I'm in most threat. But then doing it by how much damage they can do overall is not bad either. So what happens is, when you're moving backwards, if you run out of stamina, she just stands dead still and you can't move. Only briefly, but enough that you know it's happened. Which is good. That's what you want to have. You want to have clear feedback to the player that that's going on. This is the damaged enemies burn. Very good. So now I've got burning arrows. So they'll take tick damage and regular damage. The burning is not particularly good, but it will add up to another attack eventually. Right, so that's the item room. What's down here? There's the teleport. Just because there's a teleport doesn't mean it's the end of the level, though. That's a fish. It looked like a fish mixed with an axolotl. There's a teleporter. It's not what I think it is at all. Right, hang on. What is this? Heal a portion of your missing health when I use it. It doesn't say an RB item goes away, does it? That's a passive that I can keep using. Skill point for me. Thank you. I'll unlock that. So that means my stamina usage is less. So I can do it for 6.4 seconds now. Now I go a bit faster. If I stand still, my damage goes up. Next level. Okay. Uh-oh. Where'd you come from? Yeah, she's becoming my favourite character out of the two, but I do like melee more. Just in terms of the combat style, I just like it more. You can't help liking what you like. If there's a character with an even bigger two-handed sword, I'll like that more too. Because even within melee, I've got my own personal preference, which is massive two-hand sword that kills everything in one hit, but you have about 4 health. Urge. This is a very lucrative run. Think of the money. You will die. You will all perish. Oh, even the Y has a same attack now. That's very good. Can't argue with that. I feel like my movement's faster. It's hard to tell. There's no numerical value. How exactly faster it is, but I think it's quite a lot. Okay, so yes, I can heal over and over again, but it takes like a minute to come back. A minute and 10 seconds. So I tested it to see if it would go away. It didn't. But it is quite a long cooldown. That's another active item. But I don't want to switch my healer. I did not dodge. The game is being very kind. But yeah, you dodge. I must have like a very small auto dodge percentage, like 0.1% or 0.5% or something. Because it just tanked. I just tanked it, and it went. No, you didn't get hit. Well, thank you. Bullshit is fun. It's in the player's favour. Also, you get your stamina back when you stand still. So you can kind of strafe for a bit, stop for a bit, strafe for a bit, stop for a bit. And then go back to your regularly scheduled programming. Die from the poison of death. Ow. Stood there. It's not a very fast moving projectile either. And I'm just like, derp, derp. You mean get hit like a twat? Yes, I do mean that. Oh, good. You've selected Power Drive. No! Alright. Here we go. Get me some HP back. Yeah, I want to see what that teleport's about as well. There's a way there. There was also a way up here, wasn't there? Yeah. Right, let's go check out what this teleport's all about. Probably just teleports me somewhere else on the floor.
She taunted the Guardian to provoke a pursuit.
Okay. Follow the mysterious bird-like creature before she disappears.
Do not linger.
I'm not lingering.
Deeper into the depths she moved. Relishing the chase, she accepted defeat.
The golden egg. Also, aren't I supposed to be looking for plants? To heal Doggo. I am supposed to be looking for plants to heal Doggo. Come in here. It's a safe haven. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't kill these things unless they aren't worth it to me, which they are. super ogre's gonna fuck my shit up. If I let it. Not linger. Sanitize. I don't think I have to worry about it now. Rude. Get out of here. Let's go exploring for the rest of this loot. Fighting over property and everything. Look at all this money. Probably got like 1,000 and something now. It's a potion. Right then, buddy. Let's do this. Yeah, so nothing was learned. Because I can just strafe backwards and kill it. But when I fight with John, I'm going to have to learn what the hell to do to avoid both the poison pool and the attack. It's a good job I came back, isn't it? Go. Get my gemstone back. Almost level up again. Environmental hazard. Deal less damage. Like that. Right, so when I stand still I do more damage. I don't tend to stand still. Let's do this one. It's another active move. You have unlocked Guardian's Rage. Primary attacks now fill your Rage meter. When fully charged, you can activate Guardian's Rage by pressing LT. Okay, and once that's full, I can just go. I don't know how fast I get to shoot. Probably twice. There we go. Now ready for the tool chest. There we go. There's another ogre or something. There's another shiny elite monster somewhere. Wizard. Nice death noise. I like it. My favourite death noises are the noises of enemies that sound like they just came from one of the developers. It's the kind of thing I've tried to go for in the games that I've made. Oh, do they not all have poison? Maybe it's just the ogres have a different chance of getting something else. I mean, it's better than the crystals are the worst one, because if I get caught by them, I die. Oh, you're spawning them. You're coming in, you're spawning these guys and you're running away. Okay, well, it's time to leave. I got what I wanted out of it. Got the mysterious egg, whatever the hell that does. I haven't got any things to heal the doggo though. But it could be like further in the cave, like level 2. Rather than level 1. Alright, so that's done. Now, let's go up here explore the rest of this top part. Of course, as I'm getting higher level, these guys are going to be giving me less and less experience, which means they're not worth killing as much.
What strange thing could have dragged Grandmother this far? The will of Rhea will flow in those still obelisks to aid the Guardians. This was the only thing Margaret silently whispered.
Obelisk,
And the Bergson had to return home in order to understand what had occurred.
Move at a greater speed for a limited duration. The Obelisk of Swiftness. So obelisks are very powerful passive abilities that last for a little bit. And now I've unlocked all the obelisks, I can use them. Right, so yeah, there's that path on there. There's also the path over here. So you can probably have one at a time, and they're just like big abilities that last for a little bit of time. Yeah, there's the boss. Let's go this way. Where's the attack one? I need my attack bonus. An exploding force surrounds the Bergsons, dealing damage. What is this? Arena?
Not all in the caves were refugees. Some were just traveling merchants stuck in a bind.
Yeah, it's an arena. Got my potion of healing, so don't worry about that. What is that? I wonder if that was going to refill. Oh, it does something. Maybe it's like builds up rage. Okay, yes, these rage potions fill up rage faster. Okay, got that in. Let's see how fast we shoot when we have rage. And how long it lasts.
The strange-looking shopkeep dusted off his clothes, tipped his hat. Thank you. He invited them to stop by his shop later, promising something for all adventuring needs.
Shopkeeper Dariani rescued. From now on, he will appear in the dungeons offering goods for a price. Primary attacks have a chance to inflict lightning damage. The price is probably health rather than money, since I can't see how much money I have. A chance. Yeah, so they will inflict fire. They have a chance to inflict fire and lightning. Okay, well, I'm at full health. It's the best chance I've got to kill the boss so far, but I might not be strong enough to kill it yet. Money. Unless it hasn't got much health.
All 8 eyes studied the one so willing to walk into their own tomb.
Right, where are you going to come? Can I shoot you while you shoot web? Yes, I can. Okay. That's one thing I want. He hasn't got that much health. And burning health too. I wonder how many spiders you'll allow to exist on the screen at once. Probably as many as you want to put on there. That's my fault for killing them. Die.
Nature howled in anguish as death slowly beckoned to bestow its peace.
First step: defeat the Spider King in the main story. 57.7% of players have done that.
The Bergson could go no further. The path blocked. The life crystal, as if filled to the brim with life, started to pulse. A way had opened, a step closer to the spirit at the heart of the caves. Though before taking that step, caution dictated a return to home to inform the family of the newfound passage.
32 minutes 44 run duration, 645 enemies killed, 1,804 more have gathered, 10 gemstones gathered, 484 points healed. I found a manuscript of precision, I rescued Diani and found a mysterious egg.
Worried for the missing boy, Ben thought that maybe he should have hidden the daggers better. Margaret, in her wisdom, knew that nothing would have remained hidden from Kevin forever. Now she only encouraged her son and his daughter to hurry and find him.
So he's gone playing silly buggers.
Kevin returned from his saga with barely a scratch, yet he found no appreciation from his family, especially his father. Despite having Linda on his side, his father was still mad at him for endangering himself and worrying them all, including his pregnant mother. His favorite line, asking how he could be so inconsiderate. He wondered whether Uncle Ben would understand his bravery and initiative better. With his heroic act unrecognized, the young boy waited, frustrated, expecting more punishment. What Kevin had not expected was his parents' reaction. Heartened by his courage, his father was going to teach him the ways of battle, and his mother was far from the frail and always worried housewife she had seemed. A Bergson through and through, she gave him her blessing and asked only that he temper his courage with caution. Perhaps Uncle Ben was the happiest of them all. Not only had his nephew held his own in combat, but had done so with the weapons he had made for him. Kevin only wished his older brother Mark was there to witness his rise to the family calling.
What do I feel like Mark's?
Defeated, the Spider King had been removed from the path leading to the halls of Aneadiah, although the pestering of greedy goblins might still prove dangerous along the way. Uncle Ben was pointing out possible routes forward, speaking of the troubles pilgrims had run into in the lost trenches.
Okay. Whenever Margaret deciphers a tablet, Rhea reveals something new to the Bergsons, given enough reasons to be able to strengthen the family.
The mysteries of the world were like open books to the wise, and words from the wise shall benefit man and beast.
Margaret's Book of Knowledge is now unlocked. She can discover ancient knowledge from reliefs in dungeons and help the Bergsons through their journey. Right, so I can get increase the efficiency of obelisk effects. Ooh, experience, please. I need to find another obelisk, though. Okay. Then what about the egg? Maybe we'll find that out next time. Hello?
A mother away from her child would cause worry even in the best of times. This was far from the best of times. It had been more than a year since Mark, Mary's eldest son, had gone to live in the monastery deep in the forest. The same forest was now the source of such worrying news.
Interesting. Hello, workshop. Now I can get movement speed and critical chance damage higher. For money. Right. So let's get another attack and another attack. And then more movement speed slightly. And then more health. And then more crit. And then why not more health again? So all the healths are going to be a percentage based off of this number. So it'll be, 70% of 156. Alright, so see you guys next time when we continue on and go probably to Zone 2. See if we can't help this doggo. See you then, goodbye.